We're going to be doing a couple challenges today here in the AC-130 gunship, basically the modern day flying fortress, but it's more like the flying Death Star in terms of like how much firepower I can lend and like put on enemy targets right here. So basically how this game is going to work. This challenge right here, every time I have an option to unlock a new weapon system, I have to take it. If I don't see a new weapon system unlock, I can start upgrading. If I can't upgrade, then I can spawn in troops. That's sort of the flow chart that we need to follow here. So, fortunately, I've got a 30mm. Now, I will be doing another challenge after this because a lot of you want to see the power of the Gatling gun. All right, now remember, I can't upgrade if I can unlock, but I can actually upgrade. So we'll actually upgrade the Gatling gun's reload speed. And right now we're already doing pretty good, so upgrade, upgrade, or upgrade, we will upgrade. And I'm gonna upgrade reload speed. That is always the best choice in my most humble of opinions. Now the Gatling gun is gonna be my primary, so 3 upgrades, increase reload speed? You gotta be kidding me. We're gonna be upgrading the Gatling gun. I wanted to unlock multiple systems, but I haven't had that option. And that's the challenge we're operating under here. So we can upgrade or spawn, we'll upgrade the 30mm. And we haven't checked, I guess, the other front over here where the enemy troops are coming in. We're okay, so right now, we're reloading the Gatling gun, so we're switching to the 30mm. Now the 30mm fires 2 shots. There's a little bit of a nuance between the Gatling gun and every other weapon system. Okay, so remember, we unlock before we upgrade. So do we want a phosphorus bomb or a cluster bomb? This is tough. I think maybe phosphorus, but I actually don't know. I'm not as familiar with those weapon systems. I tend to choose ballistics over like dropped bomb ordnance. And it looks like the ammo count on the phosphorus is only 7. So we've got 7 phosphorus bombs. Let's try one out. Oh wait, I've used this before. Whoa, I guess we'll unlock the 45. Wow, okay, so that thing fires all of them at once. So that's probably, the phosphorus is something you want to use when the enemy's danger close within the base, as opposed to anywhere else. Man, we're getting some pretty decent hits right now. I don't want to increase the fire rate. I love more splash damage. Splash damage, if it's not reload speed or ammo count, for me it's splash damage, because you'll notice with certain weapon systems like the Gatling gun especially, like you can miss targets. Like right there, that guy, he actually fired. So, okay, look at the ammo count of the Gatling gun. So right now we're at 345. I click this once, 335. It counts every shell. We've upgraded to fire 10 shells at a time, but it wastes more ammo than, say, this is the 30mm and it fires 2 shells. Watch the ammo count. We're at 30, 29, but I fired 2 shells. How come the Gatling gun is treated different? That's the biggest impediment to, I think, its viability in this game. Phosphorus, get wrecked. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? I missed them? All right, so we can upgrade. We'll upgrade the splash damage. That would have been fantastic like 10 seconds ago before we fired the phosphorus. Because you basically just fire all the rockets at one time, and then you hit the reload. Yeah, look at that, man. Splash damage on that 30 just took out 2. Wait, is there residual phosphorus? Is that killing people? We need to see if that's doing that. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that can be used as an area of effect, like basically a blockade of sorts. Okay, the phosphorus has dissipated. The Gatling is ready. The 45 is ready. I actually haven't used the 45 quite a bit. So, upgrade. Increase max ammo by 25. I love that. I love that. And I love that. I love all these options. But I know some of you are big fans of the Gatling gun, so we're going to choose the Gatling gun. All those choices were pretty good. So this is the 45. He's got a much bigger splash damage. Oh yeah, I don't have to hit like super accurately with this thing. All right, we're reloading. Switch to the Gatling gun. I can basically just point and drag. It's just like I'm out of ammunition so fast. All right, we're already out. Phosphorus is ready as the backup defense. Once the enemy troops move in, I can fire phosphorus. If I could rely on its reload speed to be like really quick, I'd fire one further over on the, ooh, increase max reload speed. Yes. Yes, I love that. We need that. Phosphorus. Not the best, actually. I should have arced it. All the weapons have their own little bit of, like, nuance to them, right? Like, how much the shells arc, how much you need to lead your target, especially where your ship is, where your AC-130 is. Because right now, we're, like, over here, and there's, like, we have to fire over the targets, whereas here, we don't need to fire over them nearly as much. Yeah, man. But it was really interesting reading the comments and just seeing how many people were glorifying the Gatling gun. But I don't know how many people were aware of just how subtle the lack of being able to, like, the little subtlety of ammo count. Increase fire rate or increase splash damage, we will take splash damage. But we do have a real good reload speed on that, all things considered. And we're about 14 minutes in, which I think is okay. The enemy hasn't gotten in the base too much. I think like the challenge of having like multiple weapon systems is a great one. Gatling gun's already up and ready, and we're gonna need it. So let's switch to it. White phosphorus is ready. You know what, let's fire the white phosphorus. Let's try to arc the shot a little bit better. Good, that'll hold off the northern. And we can focus on these armor pieces. That's not ideal. All right, what's reloading? Pretty much everything is, except for the 45. So we can't unlock, I'm wondering if we're limited to 4 weapon systems. We haven't gotten a new weapon system option in quite a while. Increased damage of the Gatling gun or the max ammo of the 45 are both juicy. I think that's better than fire rate of the 30. I'm gonna take the max ammo of the 45. All right, 30 mils ready. Good, because the 45 just needed a reload, and the Gatling gun is ready too. I can't, okay, that's smoke from enemy armor that we've destroyed. I was hoping it was white phosphorus, but that dissipated a long time ago. Now the napalm, if we had gotten the option to get napalm, that would have been wildly, wildly better. The napalm is like white phosphorus, but like, you know, it's dad. It's just significantly better at basically aerial denial. And you get, I think like it's, there we go, white phosphorus. We'll just fire it there. And now I can focus on the bottom here. But napalm does that, what white phosphorus does, but just better. Now, armor would be able to move through that. I wonder if white armor would be able to get through. Oh, excuse me. That little Humvee ran right into the fence. Okay, what do we choose? Upgrade the max ammo of the 30 or damage by 50% of the 45. Right now, we're really up against it. Oh, wow, that was cool. The explosion of that Humvee. Look at that 30. Or the Gatling gun. I guess the Gatling gun's technically, what, 20 millimeter? I'm choosing the 40 right now, or the 45. Thinking clearly and fastly and maintaining good commentary in this game is difficult because of how challenging it is. Now, the Gatling gun is ready, so we're going to go. So, like, this is taking a significant amount of concentration for me to even maintain commentary. Half the time I'm like, where's the pause button? I want to pause. I need to assess the tactical situation on the battlefield because I'm getting wrecked. All right, we've got an enemy armor moving in. This is my 30. All right, we're going to fire white phosphorus there and hit this thing with the big shells. All right, yeah, it's upgrading. We might just be limited. Increased damage by 50%, max ammo by 5. We just fired it. This actually helps me right now, and I'm feeling desperate. Dude, we don't have anything big to kill tanks. He can't get in the base, so there's that. Oh my gosh, we're reloading. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, what do I have available to me? I have a 45 that's reloading. I have a Gatling gun. I don't think that's gonna do it. Oh no. No! The base is lost, but don't worry. We have the Gatling gun challenge coming right up. This is Zulbarg base, and we have to defend it against an insurgency. Now, in the last video, and I was using the 30 mil as my starter weapon. Today, we've chosen the Gatling gun because I've gotten so many requests for it. And I've got bad news for you guys. One, this is the Gatling gun challenge, which basically works like this. Whenever we get one of these options and there's a Gatling gun upgrade, we have to choose it. If not, we can take the best option, or we could even reroll. But this is actually a massive one, and I'll tell you why. Increase max ammo by 100. That gives me 10 additional mouse clicks right now. And look at that. That one was a miss. That is a massive, massive miss. Another miss. Gatling gun, increase the number of bullets shot by 5. Ooh, I actually don't want that. Basically, like, look at my ammo count. We're at 545 out of 675. It counts every round. Unlike, say, like some of the bigger guns. Increase max ammo count by 25. I'd like the 45 as a secondary weapon, but the Gatling gun challenge says we need to choose this one. It doesn't have, like, great splash damage. You can, like, seemingly click right over an enemy troop and do nothing. And the reload rate of this thing is gonna be nuts. This challenge is really kicking me in the gonads right now. I need a secondary weapon system. We're about around 50%. Kill those guys. And when it's time to reload, well, we're just gonna have to wait like 30 seconds. Oh, thank goodness. Well, I can... Oh, it hurts. It hurts. So we're at 165. I'm not sure. I really need to level up before we have to reload. I think otherwise this run is cursed. I'm getting out my protractor right here. All right, I'm reloading. Now, I have to reload for basically 30 seconds, and as soon as enemy troops are in our base, we lose. That's what makes this challenge so difficult. Now, already in this run, we've got the increase in fire rate. Or we could have gotten a phosphorus bomb. And I've noticed that our vantage point is distinctly different. So we can increase the max ammo by 25 now. And increase the max ammo by another chance. Now, ultimately, I would have liked the 102 because it's so big. And I know some of you didn't like the 30, but I still think it's the best weapon system of the bunch. It's the most reliable main gun being able to support. But this is the Gatling gun challenge. I'm a little bit nervous if we don't get a reload rate. Oh, well, there we go. Increase reload speed by 25%. 25% of 30 seconds. We lose about 7.5 seconds of reload. That's pretty massive. So it's ultimately a big question on whether or not firing 10 rounds at a time is good. In certain cases, we can hit 2 targets. There we go. Increase reload speed by 25%, significantly better than increasing the fire rate. We do not need to increase the fire rate. I really do believe that in this game, the biggest detractor to your ability to succeed is reload rate. So right now, I'm going to buy a soldier. I'm going to buy 2, actually. And they're immediately evaporated. The enemy's already in the base, and you can see that we're just about done. But I'll be surprised if we're able to, like, stop this. Oh, my gosh. Somehow I'm missing those troops, even though my targeting reticles seem to be right over them. Desperation is a stinky cologne. Now, this time around, our first option actually unlocks a secondary gun. And in respect to the challenge, I won't choose my most used weapon system. Actually, I'm going to take a reroll and take, oh, well, Destiny says use the 30. We'll get the Comet. Now, at this time, I can increase the max ammo count by plus 25, so we do have to choose that. Ooh. Getting J-Dam bombs or Comet splash damage, but Gatling gun challenge says difficulty. What's interesting is we do have 17 Comets, so increased max ammo. Let's see how good the Comet is. The Comet's got pretty good splash. So multiple targets, probably gonna be easier. And increased fire rate, you're kidding me, I have to choose that. Oh, this challenge really creates, to me, some suboptimal outcomes. Can I hit those guys with a rocket? Oh my gosh, the drop on that was noticeable. Gatling gun's gonna need to be reloaded real soon. Oh my gosh. We missed both those guys. Okay, increasing the max ammo. See, normally I'd choose the 102 or this. I think this is the third best option. I guess I could have done a reroll, but those aren't the rules. Okay, takes a lot of like finesse. There's like bullet drop, there's shell drop, rocket drop. There's like decent physics in the game that are quote unquote realistic. All right, so we're reloading the Comet, but the Gatling gun is going to be done pretty soon. We'll purchase an infantry unit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh. Missing those guys. There we go. What do we have? Okay. I can increase the max ammo of the Comet by 7. We're going to take that. We only have 2 weapon systems. By now, I'd actually like to have 3 or 4 just to cover reload speeds. Remember that we have to defend the base for 20 minutes. This game is arguably like a little bit stressful. It's incredibly fun, but it's very, very challenging. Now you'll notice our Comet rocket system is still reloading. Okay, ooh, well, this is fantastic. Napalm is great. Napalm might be one of the best weapon systems in the game once you upgrade it, but increasing max ammo of the Gatling gun, that pretty much just like saved us from having to reload. And the Comets are ready. Okay, we're reloading. Each weapon sort of has its own like style that you have to get used to. Like with this, I have to you have to lead your targets and arc the rocket as well. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we can increase the max ammo of the Comet. We really need this. I think the 102 actually might be one of the best things we've got going and might unironically help keep the Gatling gun challenge going. All right, Gatling gun's ready. You may fire when ready. And the 102 is going to be great when like the enemy just like crowds the box of that base. Because the splash damage, the radius, the explosive radius of a 102 millimeter shell versus say like a Gatling gun, which I'm wondering if it's firing 20 millimeters or 30 millimeters, is going to be just like massive. So how are we doing? Gatling gun's already down to about 33% ammunition before I even started that statement. And increase the max damage. That's actually pretty good. Hellfire would be great. At some point, we've got to get a 4th weapon system. I feel like if we want to make it over like the 10-minute count, we're going to need 4 weapon systems. Right now, only the 3. So while we're watching this, I hope you guys are thinking, hey, I've got a really good idea for a challenge video to come up, because I think ultimately, the comment's ready. Ultimately, this comes down to like a Gatling gun challenge. I think the best tried and true weapon system is the 30. All right, buying a little bit of time. We'll just rocket that little conga line. So like one of the comments I saw was like, hey, what if you used like as many weapon systems as you could? You have to take as many as you can before upgrading them. That would be pretty fun. So increasing the max ammo count of 25 follows the rules. All right, we got to get these guys out of the base, buy us some time on the cooldown. See, the Gatling gun's very good if you have infinite ammo. You can basically just point, click, and drag and eliminate forces. And it works very well when you have lots of backup systems. But I'm already 100 ammunition. No weapon system is reloaded. The thing, I'm getting nervous. I question the viability of our quest. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, we already ran out. And we've got enemy armor. Look on the left side of the screen. I can't even like focus that. I'm seeing it like side-eye. All right, the Comet isn't ready yet, and we're down to our last one. Ooh, I can do whatever I want right now. I could increase the max ammo count of the 102, which is huge, but I think out of base necessity, we need a 4th weapon system. So I'm gonna take that and hope that just destroys it, which it does. So here's the what, 45? Ooh, 45. 45 got some splash, boy. Jeez. This thing's just bouncing 45 shells. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gatling gun is coming in to save the day, but I'm basically just panic clicking. He said we're lighting it up, and I definitely feel that, man. All right, the base is almost lost. Wow. That just bought us a little bit of time. The 102's ready, so we're gonna fire that. If I had napalm, I could just fire napalm, and it would just, like, block. It would literally cause, like, a barrier. So, you know the rules. Take the Gatling gun upgrade over arguably the best thing for success. All right, we've got enemy armor out there. Please destroy it. All right, what's ready? The 45 is ready. Gatling gun's almost reloaded. All right, Gatling gun's ready. I've got a panic rocket bomb. Wow. All right, what's ready? The 45. Oh! So this time around, we get to unlock the 102 early. This is our first upgrade. And for our second one, we're gonna choose the Hellfire. So we've got very, very powerful ordnance as our secondary and tertiary weapon systems. And we're gonna increase the reload speed of the 102 by 25%, which hopefully will save our bacon in key moments. Here, we take the Gatling gun challenge. Man, my AC-130 is like way over here. And like, that means the enemy targets on that side are gonna be significantly harder to beat. All right, let's just blow stuff up, all right? There we go. Ooh, do I take the 30 mil or do I take a reroll? I guess we'll take the 30 mil. We tried to do it without it. Old tried and true Bessie. So Gatling gun isn't reloaded now. We probably should get it to where it is reloading. We want to be doing most of the damage with the Gatling gun. Increase reload speed. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need that. Look at the splash damage on the 45. I fired 2. There's quite a wide spread between the shells, I've noticed. I guess it's random, because some of those were like extremely well spread, and then others were just like pinpoint accuracy for both of them. There's a lot of subtlety to this game. Increase the fire rate? You gotta be kidding me, man. I do not want to increase my fire rate. That just blurs through ammunition so fast. But challenges are challenges. All weapon systems are ready. Our 30 mil's barking. All right, switch to the Gatling. Mow them down. Yeah. See, that's the cool thing. You can just basically hold this down, but like, I'm already needing to reload because it's gone. I'm keeping the Hellfire and the 102 increased fire rate. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. This is clearly the best option. So there's something interesting, and I want you to watch this. The Gatling gun has an ammunition count, and when you click it once, it uses however many shots it fires. Right now, we fired by default 10. The bigger weapons don't. It's just like free shells, and I'm not sure if it's intended to be that way. Is it a bug or a feature, or a little bit of oversight? I'm not sure. It's probably well accounted for. This game is like extremely well made. It makes me sad. All right, we got the 102. Yeah, we're gonna... Well, that didn't do a lot. We'll probably keep that. Gatling gun's ready to go again. And we're out. Yeah, I have to manually click or like it's just bad. All right, Hellfire, we got one more Hellfire. Do we see any armored targets on the board? No, we do not. There's a 3 targeter right there. And with that, my gosh, I am getting cursed by increasing the fire rate of my Gatling gun. I need all the other upgrades for it except for that. Look at that, 30. Just easily dispatching multiple targets at a single time, even when, like, not being the most accurate. It is my beloved, the 30 millimeter. All right, so the Gatling gun is set up, which is perfect. Oh, that's unfortunate. We missed that one. I really think it's just best to, like, increase fire rate by 100% or increase damage by 25%. I'm gonna increase damage. Some of you guys think I'm crazy, but, like, I've played this game a lot, man. And then some of you be like, but did you win? I'm fighting for my life out here. I think the Gatling gun is a fantastic secondary or tertiary gun. Like, if it's not used as your main, there we go, we're reloading. Or you have, like, insane reload speed. But I think any weapon system can be your primary, the faster reload speed it is. Because all of these weapons have the ability to put down enemy units quickly, but what you don't have the ability to do is just, like, stop shooting. You cannot stop shooting. And if you cannot stop shooting, then, oh my gosh, increase the number of bullets shot by 5. This actually just runs through ammunition. This would be a great choice. Or that would be a great choice. This is gonna be weird how, like, we've attempted this a few times right now. But our best chance might actually be with a 30 mil as our, like, secondary and backup gun. Look at this, man. Like, we're already through our ammunition box. Come on. We must survive. Gatling gun is almost done. And if you could have, like, a subtle pause, that would be great. Oh my gosh, this is cursed. In some of the previous ones, I've said, oh, we have a god run. This is a cursed run. This is absolutely cursed. I need, like, ammo count. I need reload speed. And all I'm getting is just, like, insane fire rate for a gun that's the fastest firing in the game. Now, right now, we're evaporating both the enemy and our ammunition count. And we're out, just like that. Oh, we got enemy armor. What do I have to deal with that? I got a big guns. I'm gonna try to target all armor with the 102. Okay, that actually worked very well. Hellfire is ready. Now the Hellfire looks where, like, fires where my mouse cursor is. Okay, Gatling gun to save the day. And I'm out. Okay, what do we got? Something different. Increase the number of bullets shot by 5. Or increase fire rate of the Hellfire. We don't need that. Splash damage is okay. I think this is what we need. So, like, look at our ammo count for the 30. 27, 26. I'm firing like 6, 7 shells at a time, and it's saying I'm only shooting 1. See, that's what I'm talking about, the ammo count. But ultimately, we find ourselves back here, trying in vain, it feels like. I wonder if we refund some of these things, if we could get reload speed. Look at this, 29.75 seconds to reload. Now, this first time, we're getting some better options. Increase the damage of the Gatling gun is always good. Now, that'll help. That won't increase my chance of being inaccurate and still killing troops. Increase max ammo by 25. That's great. Basically, max ammo and reload to me are like the god, and splash damage is like the second best. Fire rate is not. I hate you, fire rate. I hate you, fire rate. I hate you. See, fire rate for something maybe like the 102 would be good, where you have a very long waiting period between shots. I want you all to know that we're cursed again. Increase the number of shots. So we're at 290, 260. We're firing 30 shots? I can't use this. This is unsustainable. I need an upgrade. I need a weapon system. Oh, thank goodness. These two were just like, this one especially. We'll take that. I love how it's like, no, bro, you don't get another one. All right, little troop guy. You need to do something. Defensive order. Return to perimeter. I'm spending all this currency that I could be using to upgrade on these little dudes. And they're not doing anything. And I'm still reloading. Dear Gatling gun. The Gatling gun challenges poop. And I hate it. Oh my gosh, we're still alive actually. Maybe having enough troops out there. And look at this. I'm pretty much done already. Danger close. Increase the damage. Those guys might keep us alive. But, like, instead of accruing that currency, which helps us upgrade, it's basically risk reward. It's cursing us right now. I think I've made my opinion abundantly clear. We got a lot of armchair generals being like, the Gatling gun is the best weapon system. It might be in real life. It might be in real life. But in this game, I'm still reloading it. We have 625 rounds, and I can't do anything to these guys. I don't think it's going to be reloaded in time. It might be, though. Oh, we're in it. All the troops are dead. If I don't get a new choice... Ooh, it's a day late and $1 billion short, I think. I'm literally firing 30 shells a click. Maybe, I wonder though, I'm starting to wonder if that was intended, because if it wasn't intended, maybe the Gatling gun would be incredible. If every time you're like, we fire multiple projectiles for each thing and my ammunition stayed high, that might actually make the Gatling gun just a little bit overpowered. I don't think I'm gonna be able to save this one. There's just too many of them! Ladies and gentlemen, the Gatling gun challenge has been put out there. I don't know. I don't know if we can do it. The Gatling gun, isn't it? Not as a primary. It's a great secondary or tertiary weapon system.